What's going on, guys? Got the R on the lift here today. This is obviously not my garage. What's going on, right? Moving up? Nah, I want to crawl around working on this thing here today, and got friends that'll drop everything to let me borrow their shop for a few hours, and we're gonna put a downpipe on this thing here. So yeah, this is gonna be an adventure today for everybody. I'm gonna get a little quicker, a little faster. I get to work along this pretty cool thing over here, this Mercedes. Yeah, that thing is pretty cool. SL500, pinnacle of Mercedes engineering. But anyway, more about the R. I'm gonna show you something here. This car's got 6,100 miles on it, not even a year old. And all my life, I've never worked on a low mileage car like this. I mean, like, I just took the sway bar end links off the front sway bar to drop the subframe. And we all know that these things like to fight you. You got to put one tool on the nut and another one inside the socket and do that. And I literally just put a socket on there and it came off. I mean, this is unreal how clean a brand new car is. A little bit of rust on the stainless steel exhaust, but I mean, that's just surface stuff there. So, but yeah, I just want to bring you guys along for the adventure here today. And it's just nice working on a low mileage car with no rust, no fight, no nothing. What we're going to have to do here is, I'll pan this out a little bit, is downpipe is shoved up there. We got to move the subframe, got to move that down, and we're going to replace the ball joints with the 034 ball joints. That'll give me a little bit of negative camber, so that'll help instead of dropping the struts and doing the top mounts. But this is a cheaper, quicker option. Had the subframe down anyway. Got the APR charge pipes here, which installed, I don't know, a month or two ago. But yeah, this is going to be an adventure. I'm here by myself, going to tackle this job. And, I don't know if I'd be able to do it as quickly and as efficiently if it wasn't for this wonderful shop and the lift here. Shout out to Ben Pack. Your lifts are awesome. I've worked on many of them before, and let's go. All right, guys, a little update here. That is the subframe. Yes, I got the subframe out already. You got to pull that out to get the downpipe out. And yeah, you can see it's sitting there. Here's the steering rack just kind of hanging out right now, which that's perfectly fine. Probably could put a bungee or something on it, but I'm not worried about it. Tie rod ends are still holding it in. I just got to get the ball joints out of the knuckles so I can put the new ones in. And let's take a look here. There's the lovely downpipe. So look how much more room you have. I already got it disconnected up there. I got to pull that O2 sensor. And then there is a bolt here. Take that shield off. And the girthy girl will come out. This is so easy. When you have the proper tools, I mean, with that and a lift, I mean, I was able to wrestle that out. That only weighs, I don't know, nothing. So yeah, this is going good so far. All right, guys, another update here. There's a downpipe there. So this came out so easy. Didn't have to fight nothing. It actually kind of literally fell out. I mean, there's a connection right here that bolts up to right here. I just unscrewed that. Had the band clamp loosened up top already before I even raised the car. And then went back here in the 2/13 for the band clamp. As soon as I loosened that, this literally about fell out. So we're going to get working there on the 034 downpipe. We're going to get that installed. I got the dead set kit over there and also the ball joints here, like I said. So let's take a quick look see here at this beautiful downpipe going in. So yeah, we should have this wrapped up here shortly. This is nice. I don't know what to say. One man can do this. If you have a lift and pole jack, I mean, I don't know. I'm used to fighting stuff on ground with jack stands and things taking twice as long as they need to, but Man, this is not that terrible to do as long as you got the correct tools and know how. I mean, a guy could definitely do this, you know, on a set of quick jacks, but man, having this lift is just a friggin' joy. So, all right, we'll see in a little bit here. All right, guys, just showing you the comparison of the factory downpipe and the aftermarket downpipe. This aftermarket downpipe is a Mk8 downpipe, just like the factory downpipe. But what's kind of unique about this here is it looks like there's like resonators or cats back here, but these are actually hollow. They're OPFs or GPFs. They're actually hollow, which is really weird, but whatever. And then here's your main cat right here. The best part is this is a 200 or 300 cell cat, race cat. So the tune will eliminate the check engine light from the secondary sensor, which is required for the stage 2 tune, which is why I'm doing this. And got the bracing there, just like would be on this one here, so I got to transfer that over. What's nice is this comes in like 3 different pieces here, so I can get the main piece in first and then kind of build it under the car, make sure everything's lined up and good to go. But yeah, there she is. We'll get her put in. All right, guys, a little update here. Factory downpipes there. I got the locking collars on the top here for the subframe, and it's ready to go back in. So as you can see here, we got the downpipe in, everything's secured, tightened down, all the clamps are good. I made sure everything looks good. I'll probably have to adjust this once I get the subframe in, but yeah, we're looking good. New downpipe is looking fresh. It's all good. I just got to keep hitting my head on stuff. And yeah, I just gotta, we'll get that put up there and get everything torqued down properly, and we'll be good real soon for a first start. All right, guys, car's all done. It wasn't too bad. The only thing that really kind of fought me was getting the subframe back in. 3 of the 4 bolts went in great, no issues. Number 4, driver's side, front one, it was just a little bit off, and I just could not get it in. Screwed around for probably a good hour or so, and I finally got it in. Everything's done. So we're gonna do the first cold start. Let's go. So 034 Mk8 downpipe on the stock exhaust, and I did emotion start for cool factor, I guess, but it's done. I got about 15 miles to go before it shows empty completely. I'm gonna go run a little bit of gas out of it, and I'm gonna load the stage 2 E85 file. I'm gonna go fill up with some E, and we're gonna make some sauce. Thanks everybody. 034 Motorsports. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. Peace. It's definitely got a raspier, deeper tone to it on the idle. Let's go.